Hey, what's up? What's up? I'm back like I never left. What's going on, guys? So, happy Monday. It is a snow day for real. It's a snow day. So, you know, I'm chilling. And it's also exactly 2 months. Exactly 2 months from me being 3 years locked. Like, exactly 2 months from me being 3 years locked. If this is my second set, if you don't know, I will give some little info. I reinstalled this lock set March 2025, 2020, right? Right there on the cusp. So I thought I'd come on camera and express how I feel about my lock journey thus far. It's been interesting to say the least this past year because I finally started getting into styling. So for the past 7 months, I would say 7 months because we're in January now, I have styled my hair. I have done different things with my locks outside of just doing a braid out. As you can see, this is a old, couple days old braid out, and externally styled my hair. And that was a long time kind of coming, and styling my hair too. I did find some lock styles that I felt that was great for me, but it definitely was a long time coming because I wasn't doing anything special with my locks up until like 7 months ago. I would just wear it down like this with a side, my side little part or whatever, and that was it. I would just keep it plain Jane or just put it in a bow, put it back and put it in the bow. You know what I'm saying? It used to be extremely simple with my locks because I have mullet locks. So how you start how you start is probably what's going to give your lock set its character. Let me just say that. If I started with layers, you would see the layers, but you see more layering, but that's not on purpose. That's just the way my hair was. And sometimes in your lock journey, you have to pivot because you still want. It's not like an ugly phase, because I hate when people call their lock sets ugly. I never called my hair ugly. My hair is not ugly. Why would I be calling a phase that's going on in my hair and it's maturing ugly? Like, I never understood people using that word. I mean, you could say, hey, I'm, not used to what I'm used. It's just something I'm not used to at the time. But people calling their hair ugly is just it's weird to me. It's very strange. But for me, I had let's say a look I wasn't used to, and locks will give you that in its early stages, especially it being like baby locks, and then it's going into its teen phase, and then it's going to a slightly mature phase, and then it's going into its maturity phase. It will give you so many different looks, and locks fall differently on everybody. Like, it falls differently on your face. It, depending on the length, size, maturity, your locks is going to look different at every other stage. It never actually looks the same, and I don't think people talk about that enough, because I can be like, hey, I had this same lock set all year, right? Let's say, hey, my hair looked like this all year, but you're going to see different clips in different pictures of it looking slightly different, so different in so many looks, and you're like, hey, is this is the same lock set? Yeah, it's the same lock set. It's just going through phases differently. And I don't think a lot of people, when they get into the lock journey, are ready for that. That's why I can't say a phase is ugly or it's unsightly. It's just something that you're not used to, and you have to become used to it, especially if you never had locks before. Like, I never had locks before up until 2021. My first lock set lasted 13 months. This lock set is almost 3 years. So, this time of me doing educating myself on how locks is for me, not just, okay, looking at other people's and being like, hey, okay, that's how it is. No, I had to relearn my hair in its dreaded state. Like, because my hair is not loose anymore, and I know how to do my hair loose natural, and now my hair is like, you know, kind of, I don't want to say stuck, because it's not permanently stuck. You can comb out locks, you can cut locks. I'm just going to use the word stuck for right now. It's in a tangled state. And it's something that you have to like get used to, because the maturing, the swelling, and the dropping, the shrinkage, the like locks just, because I used to have locks that just stay up there. They just, you know, now, you know, they dropped. They, you know, a lot of them, you know, they're dropped. But you'll have locks just stand up and they stay there. And that's and people are not used to that, and it's okay if you're not used to that. I just know, for me, it was about educating myself and being kind to myself, because I'm unaware what locks do. So on me, I had to decide, like, hey, is this worth it for me? Because locks is not for everybody, even though you've seen so many people at the start of, like, I feel like 2019, like when the pandemic happened and people were like kind of stuck in their houses, and it kind of just exploded. Locks. So for the past 5 years, locks has been exploding. Everybody's getting locks. Most people who have a friend, cousin, something, mother is getting locks now. So it's very different. It's a different type of cultural thing now that locks is like trending so heavily now. And even more so this past year or two, micro locks, people combing out their traditional locks and going to micro locks. I feel pretty great about my locks, but I do notice that I want more fullness, since I can't have thick locks on my head. Mind you, my hair is medium density. I think it's very important before you even start a lock set to know your porosity and to know your hair density, and then lock part ratio as well, if you're installing yourself, because I think a lot of people that combed out their locks or reset their locks so much is because they didn't like their partings. As simple as that. Especially if you're not getting it done by a professional and you're doing it yourself, there probably will be mistakes made. And I know that from firsthand, because I made a lot of mistakes. But I feel like as of late, I want more locks. I'm not gonna like mess with these locks, but I know that I want more fullness, and I know like until this hair reaches this hair, it's not gonna look as full yet, if that makes sense. So them being up, it just looks like I have like 3 locks there, and that kind of bothers me, because there's really no real estate to make an extra lock. These are the smallest as they can go. If I made them any smaller, they'll be small locks, and I don't want small locks. I want traditional medium locks, you know, traditional medium, small, or medium locks, because for my density that works. Now these, I started out very big because the intention was to have thick locks. Did that work out? No. Because I've seen people with thick hair. I don't have thick hair. My hair is medium. So with my strands being the way they are and my density being the way it is, thick locks looked like my scalp. Always made it look like my hair was missing fullness, because these locks were just like, it just looked like, okay, like if you braid your hair in plaits, it's just so much fullness missing. It's giving scalp. And I couldn't stay with that. Obviously, because it just didn't look right on me. It didn't look right on me. But I've been thinking as of late is to, since I have no real estate on the bottom, to make the bottom more thick, and then I combed out locks on the side anyway to make them thick, to make it more full. And it has worked. It just hasn't met up with the rest of the hair. That I can go up here with these thick babies, comb out these and restart them. I mean, that would give me more fullness, obviously. And then the back, there's one thick, like really thick, big lock, bigger than the locks right next to them, and I can create 2 out of those. It was just something as of late I've been thinking about, because I'm like, hey, you know, if I want to have this lock set, like for as long as I want the lock set to be, because I said, hey, I want locks forever, which is true. I want locks forever until I'm like out of here, right? But I want the locks to be what I would hope them to be while I have them. I don't want to be looking at my locks as they get longer and I'm like, hey, I shoulda, coulda, woulda, did this to make it better for me in the long run, because the hair is not as full as I would like. Uncommon for me to add more locks as of late, because I think this happened, September is when I first was like, okay, I need to comb out some locks in these 2 sections to add more fullness to the sides, because the sides was giving thin. You could see my scalp through my sides. And that was something where I was just like, I don't like that. We got to get rid of that. like how can I fix that? The only other way to remedy that is to add more locks.
I just wanted to quickly say that a lot of us lock girlies and guys do modify our locks. Like, we will go in and fix partings. It's not uncommon to see combining happening. It's not uncommon to have locks combed out and restarted again. It's just part of our journey. It's a normal thing to see. If you notice it in many people's videos, it happens all the time.
Just watch my last update and you'll see that, because I'm not showing too much here. But you'll see everything that I'm talking about in that video of locks. And I always wanted to have locks. So now that I have them, it's like, yes, victory! But not complete victory, because there needs to be modifications. Okay? So thank you guys for watching. Thank you for supporting the channel. I hope you guys are safe if you don't have to be out here today, because it's not great outside. But yeah, I hope you are having a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.